Thank you for joining us, Kelly. Kelly is a one-star qualifying diamond. I don't know why it's really hard to say that for me. Um, and she joined Beachbody last summer, correct? So she's approaching her 1-year mark, and she is the founder of Golden Dynasty, which she just launched like last week. Is that when you?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's very recent. But she's awesome. She's a ball of energy, and also she's just one of those people who just is unapologetically her, and that's something that I love and admire about her. And I'm really excited for her to talk about, posting and whatever else you feel motivated to talk about tonight. So I won't talk anymore, which is like a big deal.
Well, thank you all for the nice introduction. It's awesome hearing one-star qualifying diamond now instead of emerald, like I'm used to. But I want to kind of go into this call by letting you guys know that I did not jump from emerald to one-star qualifying by simply just posting. So what you're doing by posting helps you, it's a vehicle for your brand. It's how you are you to people and how you get across, what you're trying to accomplish with Beachbody, but it is not how you grow your business. It's a part of it, but it's not all of it. So I just kind of wanted to preface that because for a while going into this, I kind of thought that was all I had to do. I thought that all I had to do was post a few times a day and people would just come to me. They would flock to me and they would want to be with me. And first of all, I don't know why. Hey, Ryan. First of all, I don't know why I ever thought that I was so awesome that I didn't have to do any sort of inviting other than through my posts. So I think, although it's wonderful to take a look at your social media, you should also be like, this should go hand in hand with how you're inviting people. And you should be inviting people, by forming with them and building a relationship, and you should also be doing it publicly through your posts. So there's two pieces of the puzzle that you really need in order to advance your business if you're trying to really grow this thing. So I want to just go ahead and share something that I made for you guys. Okay, can you guys see that, Noelle? Okay, so I just made a quick little graphic kind of to help me. I get distracted on calls if I don't have something in front of me to go by. So I just want to talk about some do's for social media. So the first one that I think you 100% need to do is you need to push past any fears that you have in this business. Like, what is holding you back? What are you afraid to post? I know for a long time, because I was a teacher previously, I was kind of afraid to post what I really thought, because I was conditioned with my job not to post things. I was told once that if I wanted to keep my job, I needed to watch what I did. And then that was not a very nice person, but but so that terrified me, and I was afraid to post with fear of, and losing my career. But then, when I started the whole Beachbody thing, that wasn't an obstacle. But what is that fear that's holding you back? For me, someone telling me that was someone else's opinion. That was not true. You have to remember, a lot of the fears that you have going into this business, they're all in your head, and you can do this. Another thing that you 100% need to do is be yourself. It is awesome to find some top coaches that you really can relate to and get inspired by them, but it is not okay for you to copy word for word what other people say, or think that in order for you to be successful, you have to be like them. Because if you look at the top coaches in this business, they are not all alike. And people are going to be attracted to you because of what you are presenting to them. So, maybe selfies aren't your thing, or maybe taking pictures of food aren't your thing, but find something that represents you and share it. Another huge part of social media, and it's just, you have to be consistent. You have to post 3 to 5 times a day, because even on the weekends in the beginning, because you have to think, are you willing to do what others aren't in order to be where others will never go? If you're not posting consistently, you're going to drop off the face of people's news feeds. If you're only posting during the week or you're only posting, like sporadically, people aren't going to, they're going to be like, oh, she was doing this, then where'd she go? Now she's doing this. They have to know that you're going to be there. A big part of this business is trust. And you have to build a relationship and trust with people. And people have to trust that you're going to be there for them if they start the program with you. And one way that they're going to trust that you're there is they see you posting. And I don't want you to be afraid. Like, you don't have to be a Beachbody billboard, but I don't want you to be afraid to have almost every single post related to Beachbody in some way. Because you have to remember, I'm going to get to this later, but not everyone sees your posts. And it's totally okay for you to go back and look at some posts that you really liked and maybe redo the picture a little bit, change the wording, and post it again. I do that a lot on my like page. I don't know if you guys have like pages yet, but I recycle posts. I will, and I'll copy and paste directly. If people are following your like page, they're following their like page because they like you, and it's okay. They can follow you if they don't want to see it again. Another thing that I do want you to do when you're thinking about social media is post with purpose and intention. If you take a selfie of yourself with Shakeology and you just say, yum, in an emoji, you are not adding value to anyone's news feeds. And quite honestly, before I started coaching, I thought that kind of stuff was annoying and it turned me off to it. I'm not saying I haven't done it because I have done that. And it makes me cringe when I go back and look at it. My first Beachbody post was a picture of me holding up the Shakeology bottle with a shaker, like in the shaker cup that said Shakeology, like a selfie. But there was no purpose to that. There was no intention behind that. Maybe you are awesome at cooking and you have really good, quick, easy recipes. So maybe you share a lot of those, and that's something that you know you consistently post. Or maybe you enjoy taking videos of fitness, of like what you're doing fitness-wise, and you post those. I will say Facebook is pushing towards videos. So if you're making videos, even if maybe you're making a video of like while you're cooking something, or I don't know, it's going to get more views than a picture because Facebook is pushing towards videos. Okay, another thing you should be doing with your posts on social media is you should be planning ahead. I mean, think about any business. They don't go into a month and they're like, well, I don't know what we're going to do this month, or, well, I don't know what we're going to do today. We're just going to hope we get business. No, they have it planned out. I know for mine, I just got into a schedule to where I am consistently adding people to a challenge group in the beginning and the end of the month to try to hit Success Club in the beginning of the month and to try to lock in Success Club in my self account by the end of the month. So I don't have to stress. And then in between time, I'm posting about my workouts. I'm not doing direct invites, but that's when I'm hitting hard with the business opportunity. You should always have a plan, some sort of plan. Like, do you run revolving door challenge groups? Are you constantly inviting to those? Or are you starting a new program yourself and you want to invite people to it? You should have this thing planned. Guys, my fiance isn't even getting back until November, and I know every single workout plan I'm doing up until then. And then it's kind of like we're moving and I have no idea where my life will be. I haven't gotten there, but I'm just saying you should start to plan ahead. And if you're not there yet, start small. Just think like, what next week, what can I do? Or like, what next month can I do better than this month? And a lot of posting has to do with you being able to look back and reflect on your posts. I will tell you, in April, that was like the worst month for me. I looked back, I wasn't posting about Beachbody. I wasn't posting with intention. I was sharing my story, and naturally, people, they follow stories, and people were still following me, but I don't think I mentioned Beachbody once in a post. And guys, I had SC4, I hit it on I didn't even hit Success Club. I got SC4 on the very last day of the month. And then I went into May and I was like, this is not okay. I'm never going to do this again. And I hit, I think, SC12 in my account and SC6 in my self account. And that was not even in the end of May. No. Am I getting my months confused? Last month was March. I'm getting March and April confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to think ahead. It's good to think ahead.
Well, you guys get it. But that said, like, you have to be able to look back and be like, what did I do this past month or this past week differently? Or what did I do differently? Or what were people responding to? And what can I continue to do? Okay, another thing that is absolutely huge, and I learned this from Bonnie Engel, is to respond to objections publicly. I just did this today. I've been getting a lot of people saying, I can't afford it. I can't afford it, or I don't have time. Don't just put it in a private message, because when you put it just in a private message, and I'm not saying tag them in it, like don't do it, but respond to that publicly. If you just put it in a private message, you're kind of, they think, well, she sells the product. Obviously, she's going to tell me this. She wants me to buy it from her. They already have a negative connotation in their mouth for Beachbody anyways. I feel like a lot of people do. And you have to know that it's nothing against you. It's just how this business is. And so when they have an objection and you only post it to them, they think she's telling me this because she wants to make a sale. And they don't understand that you're sharing your life. You are not a salesperson. And so when you respond to objections publicly, you're letting them know, hey, here it is. I believe in this so much that I'm going to share it with people on my Facebook, which is huge. I mean, we're used to sharing stuff, but I remember before I started Beachbody, if something wasn't perfect, I wasn't going to post it. And it was scary. And we're used to posting, but other people aren't. And for you to be combating objections publicly for people to see, that is huge. The next thing that I think that is huge, 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 huge for social media is remembering your brand. It's just like anything, any business. They can't market to every single person. Your brand is who you were before Beachbody, it's who you are now with Beachbody in your life, and it's where you see your life going with Beachbody. It's those things combined that make up your brand, and you really have to sit and think. I mean, it took me so long. I encourage you to sit and think, why did you follow your coach in the first place? Because that's going to be who, a part of who you were before Beachbody. And for me, it wasn't because she was posting these crazy workouts that I wanted to join or her success story. It was the fact that she left her career job as a teacher and started doing something different. And that to me was terrifying, but I wanted to know how she did it. And I kind of went into this knowing like I wanted to build a business. You have to talk to that person that you were before Beachbody in order to attract people like that. Because at the end of the day, who you attract your tribe, right? So remember your brand in your posts, and anything you can do to help your brand, solidify your brand. Maybe it's like certain filters that you use, or maybe it's certain fonts that you use on things, or selfies that you attach to, maybe people know you for your selfies or how you do your makeup. I don't know, or something. You have to make your brand consistent once you figure it out. When people scroll through Facebook, they should be able to know that is one of your posts without even looking at your name. And the last thing, I already put this on there, but you have to be yourself. You cannot let anyone else stand in the way of you being yourself, because people will see right through it. If you're in this business to truly help people, you're doing nothing wrong by inviting people through posts or inviting them in messages, and tell yourself that. It's okay to be yourself. I struggled with that. I struggled with that a lot. And I want you to remember, with posting, done is better than perfect. So if you're like me, I used to sit there and edit my pictures for hours. I would seriously probably sit there and edit one for like an hour, because I didn't know if this angle was good for this picture, or if the lighting was good, and all this stuff. And then I was completely lost in what I was trying to tell people, that I focused too much on the aesthetics of it. It was just, I've turned it around. So here are my don'ts with social media. I don't want you to assume that others see what you're posting. So that said, don't be afraid if you post about a challenge group that you're running one time, post it again. Not everyone is going to see what you're posting. Just because you're seeing it on your news feed and you're knowing that you're putting it out there doesn't mean that everyone else sees it. And if you're growing your network like you should be adding 3 to 5 people every single day to your network. If you're growing that network, think about it. You have all these new people who don't know your story, who haven't seen your before and afters, who don't know that you run a challenge group. When you go onto your Facebook, you should be able to tell some things. You should be able to tell that you are a Beachbody coach. You should be able to tell that you run online fitness groups and that anyone can do it, and something about the coaching opportunity, that anyone can be a coach. Someone should go to your page and be able to see those 3 things. Another big don't let others' opinions run your business. Oh my gosh. I cannot even say enough about this. Guys, my family is like was the worst thing for my business in the beginning of this, because my little brother would text me. My mom and sister would sit at the dining room table when I wasn't there, because I'm in North Carolina and they're in Virginia, and make fun of what I would post. Like literally they would make fun of me, and then my brother would tell me about it. And that was me, when I would get down about it, that was me letting people who don't matter run my business for me. And at the end of the day, if you're afraid of what other people have to say, you just have to think like, screw you. Because if you want this business, you're going to deal with haters in every way, shape, and form. And you have to know that your why is stronger than their objections towards you. You have to know that you're doing something for the greater good. Like, we are helping. Carl Deichler's vision for this company is to help end the trend of obesity. And if that doesn't make you motivated to work for this company and tell those people to screw off, then I don't know what will, because that is huge. Even despite the money that you can make. I don't know if any of you guys were on the Drop the Cookie call when Liz Harkey shared her income. But guys, last March, she made $51,000 in a month. And that's not including bonuses that she gets for being a Star Diamond. So, end grand on that. Don't, in your post, use any Beachbody related hashtags. Don't put like Team Beachbody. Don't put 21 Day Fit, unless maybe you're trying to win the $100,000 or whatever it is. But don't do that, because you're not attracting anyone to you but other Beachbody coaches. You want to think about things that other people like FitFam, or if you're on Instagram, like Fit Chicks, Girls Who Lift. Maybe make up your own hashtag that's for your brand that you and your challengers use, or you and your team use. But don't. Using Beachbody related hashtags, one, I think it just pushes people away, and you're not attracting the right type of person to you. Don't ever post the word sale. Like, never, ever, ever take a picture of like you doing 21 Day Fix and be like, and this workout's on sale right now, because you're going to come across as a salesperson, and you have to know this business is not about sales. It is not. It's about sharing what it's done for you. It's about sharing your brand and helping others do the same. Another thing that, oh man, this one's so huge for me. Don't allow other coaches' posts to intimidate you. I would get online and I would be like, oh man, their post is so good. Like, I don't think I can say anything even similar to that. Like, they write so well. They take such good pictures. They have a professional camera. They have professional pictures done. Like, I can't possibly be like them. And no, guess what? I can't be like them because I'm not them. And I should never try to be someone else in my post. It's really easy for us to get on our newsfeed, especially because we're friends with so many coaches, and just be flooded and flooded and flooded with what other Beachbody coaches are talking about. And that was one of the pitfalls of my business, is because one, I made the assumption in thinking that everyone's newsfeed was like that, but that's not true. So I wouldn't post about Beachbody because I felt it too much. And two, I was comparing myself to other coaches. And if there is one way to burn yourself in this business, it's by comparing yourself to others. This is your own race, and it's a marathon if you want to make this business work for you. It takes time, it takes hard work, and you are different than any other coach out there. But just because you might not be seeing the success that you want to see right away does not mean that you will not surpass that person that you're comparing yourself to in income and in rank. And you have to truly believe that you are the best of the best in order to be the best of the best. And never let yourself think otherwise, because you're completely different than any other coach out there. Your story is completely different. Your journey is completely different. You are you, and people want to see you, and you're going to attract people to you. So with that said, my last don't is try to be anyone but you. Just be yourself, and don't be afraid to be yourself. I went live recently because I had put coconut oil in my hair overnight and didn't wash it, and I was like a greasy hot mess, and shared that, and I had just so many people like laughing about it. Like, it's okay for you to just be yourself and put yourself out there, and just remember that you're doing this for a bigger reason. And anytime you feel like you're not sure about this, just remember why you started it and what's motivating you, and that will get you through it. All right, I think I'm done, Noelle.
That was so awesome. Thank you so much. Do you think you could share with me that graphic so I could post it in the team page?
Yeah, I was gonna send it to you.
Awesome. So what I kind of wanted to do was for the last couple minutes was open it up for questions. I know you touched on this a little bit in your notes, but a lot of my coaches or coaches on this team feel like they hold themselves back because of that fear of being too salesy. So I kind of wanted to start on that and then give you guys a chance to think of a question. So what do you think? How can people overcome that fear of being considered or being
salesy?
Yeah.
If you're going into it with the right mindset that you're not selling anything, that you're helping people achieve their health and fitness goals, then you're never going to come across as salesy. If you're not, putting the word sale out there, if you're not taking like stock pictures and putting them out there, you're not going to come across as salesy. And guys, go back and scroll back to any top coach's timeline and look at their posts when they first started. Everyone, I mean, it's funny. You'll laugh at the things that they put up there. Like, they were like the salesiest of the salesiest. And it's okay because it's a learning business. And I'm sure they weren't trying to be that way. They just hadn't come into their own yet. And it's totally okay for you to mess up and make mistakes and be afraid of doing it. But you just have to know, if you're going into it with the right mindset, like, you're giving people a gift by getting them on your team. You're getting them a gift by getting them set up with a fitness and meal program and meal plan that's going to help launch them into where they want to be. That's like, you have to change your mindset. If you're afraid of being salesy, you have to change what you think about the business, because that kind of tells me that you feel like you're just selling a product, and you're not. You're doing so much more than that.
I like exactly how you said that. It reminded me of, I remember when I was first starting out as a coach, and because Kelly and I have the same coach, and I was like, everyone keeps saying that it's too expensive. Like, why is everyone telling me that they can't afford it? And she didn't look at me. She told me on the phone, she's like, well, Noelle, I've never had a price objection ever. And I was like, what? And she's like, I never had a price objection because I never positioned myself in a way for someone to say, hey, I can't afford it. Because, I mean, our coach is very good about sharing her life and sharing exactly what works for her. So when people would reach out and ask her, hey, I want to look like you, she said, this is exactly what I do. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And because she went into it with that mentality of, this is not expensive. And once I made that mental shift, I stopped getting prices. It's kind of crazy. It's all me, guys.
Yeah. And I want to share, jumping off the whole coach thing. This was big for me, and no offense to Noelle, but don't be afraid to not be like Noelle. Yeah. Don't be afraid to be your own person. Yeah, just because your coach does something a certain way or Noelle posts a certain way, that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And I had to figure that out the hard way, and that's why I'm sharing that. Like, you just have to be yourself 100%. Like, take her guidance and take her advice and her mentorship. And don't just like listen to her, act on what she says, but you don't have to be her clone, and don't feel like you can't live up to her or you can't be as good as she is in this business, because the truth of the matter is, you could be Melanie Mitchell, better than Melanie Mitchell one day. She's number one in the company.
And that's the other thing too. Like, I mean, Megan, some of you know who our coach is, and how I post and how Kelly posts is nothing like how Sam posts. And I think that's really cool, but it did take some time in accepting that whole, like, you know, don't be intimidated by, or don't allow other coaches' posts to intimidate you, because I used to do that so much. I used to compare myself to my coach so much, and it was just a waste of time, you know? So before, you
I
know,
feel the same.
yeah. So does anyone have any questions for Kellie? She's a wealth of knowledge.
I wanted to share also if you guys wanted to know like any of the apps I use for editing pictures and stuff.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
And a lot of them, I've been using PicMonkey a lot online, and I'll tell you, if you want better fonts than what PicMonkey has to offer, because you can get it for free, go and just Google like free fonts, free calligraphy fonts. You can find some pretty cool stuff out there. It's really easy to download, and then I download it onto my computer, and then it will open up in my PicMonkey, and I'll have cool fonts and graphics. Like those fonts today that I had, those I found online, and I just uploaded them on PicMonkey. And another one that I'm really obsessed with right now, another app, is Photofy. Like that one's awesome for good filters. And iMovie, if you're editing videos. It's even on your phone. It's so easy. It takes like 2 seconds. And my thing is like if I'm going to post a video of me working out, I want it to be quick and short so people can watch it and get the point. And you can speed yourself up on that, and it's awesome. Like I've tried other video things and it's just not the same. iMovie is amazing.
I like that. That's actually really helpful. I'm gonna delete the old one I have, and I'm gonna download iMovie on my phone.
It should already be on there, I think. It's like such a hidden gem.
Oh.
What's the name of that again?
If you have an iPhone, it would be iMovie.
It's awesome, and you can like on my recent videos, I've been like cutting the volume from my actual workout video, and then in the background you hear me talking, like giving like make sure you hold it at the top or something about the move. Yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can like put different videos together. It takes some figuring out, but it's awesome.
Cool. I just looked. It's $4.99.
It should be on your phone. Are you sure it's not?
I don't see it yet.
You have
I'll search.
I bet Android has some sort of equivalent on there. I don't know because I don't have a Android. I'm sorry.
I would Google that.
But I would Google like Android apps similar to iMovie. Are you sure yours isn't on there now? I didn't buy mine.
I just bought it.
It's worth the buy.
I know.
It's a business write-off.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
what
also,
okay, I'm like, I need to have this.
So, does anyone else have any questions for Kellie about posting past fears? You know, I mean, I gotta think like it's pretty incredible, but it's not that incredible that Kellie jumped from emerald to 1-star diamond. I say that because it sounds so crazy. What?
I called Jordan Edward because I couldn't see her.
Oh, Edward?
Yeah.
Like, hey, Edward.
Sorry, Paul.
I have no idea how to change that.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
This is Joe's computer. Edward's his middle name.
So weird. I thought Edward was like,
I'm sorry. I was like, Noelle, guy on her team?
Not yet. But what I was saying was that it sounds so big that she went from an emerald coach to a 1-star diamond, but everything that she's shared with us are just all the layers that she had to peel back to change that mindset to be like, I'm a leader, I'm going to have a team, and I'm going to post past these fears. Because I remember it was last August or something, before I moved out here, Kellie came over, we did size, she's sitting on my couch, and she's like, I don't know about this Success Club Emerald thing. I don't even know how to talk to people. And we spent like 30 minutes of her in conversation with 3 people. She hit Emerald that day. And I remember her telling me about her family and how they were such haters about Beachbody. And like that girl who was sitting on my couch is not the same girl that's talking to us right now. And that's amazing.
No, not at all.
So all it takes is literally just doing what she says, posting through your fears, being 100% you, and reflecting on who you were last month and deciding how you're going to be better this month. Oh no, I can't. You said such great things. Does anyone else want to start talking? Ryan, I'm going to mute myself.
Well, that's okay if there aren't any questions.
That's okay. But if you guys do have questions, how about this? Is there anything you liked about what Kellie said? Does anyone like anything she said? Did we just waste your time? I'm gonna unmute.
I'll talk for a minute. The tips were really great, and I think the biggest thing is like posting past your fears. Like I'm not saying it's easy to post 3 times a day. I'm not saying it's easy to have a brand, but like posting past your fears, I think is the biggest thing. And I think that just reminding us of that is super important. What did you do to get to the point where you were able to post past your fears more? Was it personal development, talking to people? Like what helped you be more fearless when it came to posting?
That's a tough one, but I just want to tell all of you that you guys probably see, if you follow me at all, like I put up pictures that are like, I would probably say a little scandalous, like in my, workout bra. What you guys don't know before is I used to take pictures of myself when I was like sitting down or like in the mirror and like judge my body. And now I post them online. Like I need to share that one day. But honestly, what it's come down to, Megan, is confidence in myself and knowing that no one is going to tell me I'm successful or not. Like my self-worth is not invested in a post that I put up or anyone else's opinion. My self-worth is what I think about myself and how I present myself and how I feel about myself. And I feel like for the longest time before Beachbody, I was just down on myself in so many different ways. And the moment that I stopped hating myself that much and being so mean to myself and being nicer to myself, just even mentally, like I made a complete change and was able to post things like that. Because now I'm like, I don't care what people think. This is my business.
Kellie, you gotta share that. I want to see a video or a post about that because that's really
Yeah.
I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna comment on it. I'm gonna do both.
Yeah, I have to write this down. Oh, and another thing I wanted to share with you guys, if you ever want to like resurrect a post from the dead, don't respond to your comments until the next day. So if people comment on your post, don't respond until like it's better time during the day, maybe like at night or the next day, because then it will pop back up on their news feed. So that's a good way to, like, if you think you have a really good post, like keep it going, or tag yourself.
Yeah, that one. Tag yourself like later in the week in that post. I mean, I really think I don't have anything else. Does anyone else want to throw anything out there? I think this was a great call, Kellie. I really appreciate you stepping up and rocking this topic. And I know I'm going to be asking you to talk again on this team call.
So thank you.
All right. Well, let's sign off. And if anyone has anything that you want to ask Kellie about, just Facebook message her and ask her.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Noel.